I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to show you how to play the Disney Princess Enchanted Cupcake Party game. It's ages 3 and up, 2 to 5 players, and it takes about 10 to 20 minutes to play. Let me show you how. The goal of the game is to have the most completed cupcakes for the cupcake party, which happens when a child has completed all of the recipes on their cards, or when all 4 pieces of the clock have been turned face up. Game setup. To begin, deal an equal number of the recipe cards to each player. We are saying we are playing a 2-player game, so each person has 5 cards. If you're playing a game with a different number of players, if you have any extra cards left over, you just put them back in the box. There are pink and purple sides to each of the cards. All of the players need to have the cards on the same side, so there are no duplicate recipe items for any of these cards. So if everybody's pink, no one's going to need the same item. But if some people are purple and some people are pink, then you're going to run into some overlap and the game will not work properly. So we recommend starting with pink and then switching to purple for multiple rounds of play. You have placed all of the cupcake parts in the center of the board. Everything is taken apart to begin, and all of the game tiles are turned face down and mixed up. The player with the next birthday goes first, and what you do on every turn is the first thing you do is you draw a tile, and you get to collect whatever is pictured on it. So if it's this player and they draw this tile, then they would collect a topper, and they can do any one of their cards, but generally you want to focus on one of your cards if you possibly can, because you win by completing the most cupcakes. So that was their turn. This is discarded off to the side. This player gets to go, and this piece is a frosting piece. So they're going to pick Tiana's frosting and place it by her card, discard it off to the side, and their turn is over. It is this player's turn, and they're going to pick a short chocolate cake. There are different sizes of the cake. Some are short, some are tall. Make sure you get the right one, and put it over by Belle. Discard the card. This player's turn. They're getting the wrapper, and so they look around, and they find the correct wrapper that goes with Tiana. Their turn is over. Back to this player. There are only a couple of these. These are a freebie. You can get whichever kind you want, which can be helpful because sometimes you've collected all of your cake toppers. You don't want any of that, but you very much need something else. So she's going to go ahead and get the frosting that goes with Belle's cake for that. It's this player's turn, and she got a piece of the clock tower, and that is it for her turn. It's placed out face up, and then if the other 3 pieces to this are flipped up, that is game end right there, no matter what part of the game, how many of the cupcakes they have assembled at that point. And finally, the only other piece you need to know about is this one that shuffles them all. So it takes ones that you've already used, it takes the clock tower piece, and you just mix them back up. That's it for their turn, and it's back to this player. They go ahead, and that doesn't help them with Belle, but then they collect a cake for one of the other princesses. This is what the end of a game might look like. As you can see, this player is pretty much done. She only needs one more topper for this one, and this player didn't get to collect quite as much. There's a lot of different reasons that can happen, whether you're the person who just keeps on drawing clock tower pieces or the shuffle cards, or if it's this player's turn and they draw yet another frosting tile and they already have all the frosting they need, then they wouldn't get anything, and it goes to this person's turn. And if she draws the final topper card that she needed, she gets to top off Cinderella's cupcake, and all of her recipe cards are done, and she has won the game. So that's how to play the Disney Princess Enchanted Cupcake Party game, or you can just put together the recipes for fun, which is what my kids end up doing half the time anyway. So check it out. Thanks, and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.